Restaurants are important. They're part of our society. They're part of our culture. They're part of our heritage. And we know from our end, we can be a part of that. Hey everyone, my name's James. I'm the head of growth here at Tab Commerce.
Hey, I'm Ty Wilson. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Tab Commerce. Tab is a modern finance platform built specifically for restaurants. We provide, flagship product is our corporate card, which solves a lot of big pain points for restaurants.
We're sitting in a restaurant today. Thank you to Ember Kitchen for letting us come in and film this. Restaurants are so unique. They're so interesting, right? They operate unlike any other business that I really have seen products being built for, right? You look to what a technology company is built around. You look to the cash flow of traditional businesses. Restaurants are unique. So why is it that the services that restaurants are using aren't built for them, right? Why is it that when you want to use a credit card as a restaurant, it's built around the way that a technology company purchases, not the way a restaurant purchases? Why is it they're using an accounting system that really doesn't understand the unique features of a restaurant, as opposed to the fact that it was really built for a big legacy brand?
Yes.
I think that's kind of the core of it for us, is like, why is that the case? Because they deserve something better.
So if you look around a restaurant just like this, from top to bottom, their entire restaurant tech stack and all the products they buy were built specifically for restaurants. From the point of sale systems to the payroll to scheduling, inventory, those are all built just for restaurants. And then you look into the restaurant's financial system, and in most cases, it's generic tools that are built for every other business. We don't think it should be that way. We think restaurants are the most deserving industry to have their own solutions tailored just for them. It's a unique business with unique characteristics and unique problems, and the financial solutions aren't doing enough today. And that's why we're building this business.
It's the most common theme that we see going into work with restaurants is they're using an out-of-the-box financial product that was never designed for the unique needs of a restaurant, right? The fact that financial product doesn't understand that when it's January 1st to March 31st and sales are low and revenues are low, that's not a red flag, right? Because we know that the summer comes, they're going to come right back in. The holiday season comes and the sales will come right back up. This is a very interesting, unique industry that deserves to have products that understand how those changes work, how those cash flows come in, where your sales come from. The fact that, hey, if you're a bar right next to a major sports arena and that team gets into the playoffs, you could be looking at $100,000 extra sales per week. And so you're going to want to invest in marketing. Hey, I got the playoffs coming around the corner. I want to be able to say, hey, in 60 days from now, people will be coming through my door. So I need to put more money into marketing today. And if you go to a out-of-the-box traditional, financial product, they're not going to understand that. They're not going to understand the fact that you have very little in the bank account. We can't give you this money. And if we do, it's going to be at 20% APY. We understand that. We get what this works like. Use a copy of the example of your parents' family when the Toronto Maple Leafs are in the playoffs. How much more money do they make each week?
A lot more. Every single game in the playoffs for the Toronto-based teams just drives a lot more sales. And imagine if a financial partner actually understood that. That's what we're trying to work with here. A financial partner that actually knows the data of a restaurant, knows the cycles, knows all the specific details of how restaurants operate. We've been speaking with thousands of restaurant operators over the last 4 years after having grown up in the industry, and they're all saying the same thing. They're all saying they have the same problems on the finance side, and those problems aren't being solved because they're not being listened to by their current partners. And that's really where we come in, and that's where we saw the opportunity, is first by listening, and then by building, and then by supporting after that. So that's really what we're here doing.
Yeah, it's been amazing working with restaurants. It's been amazing talking to operators. We speak a lot of times with other tech companies saying, hey, how do you guys build products? And it's really simple. Ask the restaurants what they need to be better operators, and they're going to tell you. And then from our angle, can we build that? How fast can we build that? Because they have this dedicated account manager for every single account, we're getting constant product feedback that's allowing us to come in and better serve our clients. For us, it's an absolute dream scenario. We've worked at companies in the past where it's really hard to build products around people because nobody knows how those products are going to be used. For us, taking this approach of restaurant grade support has given us the product feedback to say, okay, this is what we need to do. I think the best example of this was us launching 60-day terms, talking to restaurants and saying, hey, there's a lot of purchases that I make that I kind of can't fit into that 30-day window of a traditional credit card. But if you gave me an extra 15 days, you give me an extra 20 days, I would be able to pay that because I know my cash flows are coming. But right now, those restaurants go to a line of credit that's charging them 15% APY, and it's a very large capital expense for them. We took that away. We went to our credit partners, built a better underwriting model, and now today we're pretty proud to be able to announce that we'll be offering, 60-day terms at a APY rate that really is quite beneficial. 1%, 6% APY, allowing restaurants to cut capital costs, extend cash flow, invest into future revenues, because we understand from listening to customers, if you give them the right tools, they will know how to use it, they will know how to grow, and it's our job to build around them.
Yeah. I mean, simply put, we're trying to make finance work better for restaurants. We want to make finance a way for restaurants to grow their business, drive more profitability, and just make that function do a lot more and create a lot more value for restaurants than it is today. That's our goal.
Right now, we're sitting, like I said, with some really unique individuals helping us build better products. And we will continually build better products for restaurants. We will continue to support an industry that we're very proud to call, the genesis of our careers. I am so excited to continue to build this into what I know will become. There are hundreds of thousands of restaurants in this industry who need help. I'm going to go in, I will call everyone, I will knock on every door. We will be there to help when you need it, because that is what is important to us. It's an industry that gives everything to everyone. When you have something special, you go to a restaurant. When you see friends that you haven't seen in a long time, you go grab dinner. When it's in the morning and it's exciting and you're with your partner, let's go grab brunch, right? This is something that is entrenched in our culture. And we know that from a financial side of things, going with an out-of-box solution isn't supporting that. Restaurants are important. They're part of our society. They're part of our culture. They're part of our heritage. And we know from our end, we can be a part of that. We can help support that. We can help grow that by giving operators the tools that they know they need. Unlocking an operator, unlocking cash flow, unlocking financial opportunity is a way for us to get back to an industry that we love. We're proud to be a part of this. I'm excited for what comes next. Thank you.
Thank you.
To learn more, visit tabcommerce.com. You can apply for a card and get started in as little as 10 minutes. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.